All right, what's going on, y'all? Welcome in, welcome in. Just give it a second here. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Hope y'all are doing well. Gonna get into some scam talk real quick. We talk about one of my topics that I've covered here on the channel in the past couple years. Full disclosure, again, I was pretty involved with Koinda, man. I was putting a lot of time in. That's one of the reasons I've always been a little bothered with how things panned out. I've already done several videos on all of that, so I'm not going to get into those backstories right now. You can actually go check those things out. But what I just want to show y'all is sort of some evidence that even though I'm upset about what happened, even though um, I'm not pleased with how everything panned out, I do want to report that their attempt didn't work. It really and truly backfired. And what this is, the purpose of a video like this is not to dox people. So don't go harassing people after I make a video like this. Don't go trying to argue or all that type of nonsense. This is what is known as a teachable moment. A teachable moment. While we discuss again, like I said, this was a disappointing episode in the chronicles of black entrepreneurship, of black economic empowerment. Really, what went down here was a shame because, again, like I said in the other videos, we had something special as we were building a community during really the height of the previous bull run in 2017, rolling it into the bear market, and maybe that bear market shook a lot of folks out. Maybe that's what made people look for the quick money. It was a bear market, so rather than wait for CJs to pan out, like Lamar was always trying to preach patience to all of us, he wasn't patient his damn self, right? He took the money and ran. He took the community and ran. And he wasn't alone. There's a lot of people who support what he did. There are plenty of people who I thought were more stand-up people that I see every now and then promoting Sunjoin. Like, man, are you serious? Like, are you really serious? Are you really promoting something that was taken from us? Are you really doing that? But hey, that's how these things go. I mean, look, no disrespect to Dr. Umar, but that's why he's still relevant because there's still people supporting him. Again, no disrespect to Dr. Boyce Watkins. Again, same situation. Um, and like I said in our previous videos on this topic, you'll understand why I'm mentioning Boyce because, again, that's where a lot of this began. We thought he was about to pull us together and really educate black people about this cryptocurrency market so we could take advantage of it and benefit from it. But that's not what happened. Instead, he wanted to take advantage of us. Now, I'm about to say something else very controversial right now. And again, everybody has a right to charge money for things, so don't take me wrong on that. Again, he's got all the right in the world, but how does that help black people? That's my real question when someone does that. Again, are you about helping black people or helping your pockets? And if you're about helping your pockets, just say that. That's fine. And then those that want to contribute can do so. Whether it's from contributing monetarily or energy wise, because again, that's really why I'm so upset because I spent about a year and a half of my time and energy helping build a community that, oh boy, just leveraged into something else. And that's what you see on the screen here is the Sunjoin hemp group. And I'm just going to, like I say, I'm not showing this to embarrass nobody. I just want to show y'all a couple things. They only got about 5,000 members in here. Now keep in mind, Koinda had about 30,000 members. So even though, again, like I said, it was an attempt to leverage their community, only about 5,000 of those people went with them. That's still pretty high. But for a group of 5,000 people, I just want to kind of scroll through here. One like, no likes, no likes, no likes, no likes. A couple of responses here. No likes. This person here is promoting a link, which is a site I actually use as well. Billy is pretty dope. Look, no likes, no likes, no likes, no likes. Look, I'm gonna just show y'all this. Okay, oh, 3 likes. 5,000 people in this group, only 3 likes. No likes, no likes. Look, what you also won't see in here is any conversation about CJs. Now I've said it before. Again, some of these people you see on the screen, I'm shocked that some of these cats have went with this nonsense. Oh, Mike there that's talking in the corner, he's a developer. It seemed like he was pretty excited about CJs. We spent a lot of hours in Discord talking about ideas for things that we could all do, we could come up with. But he was waiting to hear from his boy, Lamar. And since Lamar wasn't signing off on it, he wasn't ready to really pursue it. And here we are, 2021, still no app for CJ, still no tie-in, because again, remember, that was supposed to be the point. They were supposed to tie this little CBD operation into CJs, but they take dollars, USD. And old boy in the corner, this is one of the main cats who really is responsible for it, XRP agent Kashta Jay. He's one of the main cats who pushed for the community to start growing CBD as a way to get more liquidity for our coin. That was the whole talk. But again, it just turned out into, let me just leverage the community into a way to get some money for ourselves, because that's what's going on. Look, 10 comments. This is them going live and talking about what's happening in their company. It's 10 comments with most of them coming from one dude and another. And again, look, I'm not, again, let me say it again, I'm not sharing this for y'all to go track these people down and argue with them or talk bad about them. I'm just pointing out that this is a shame. This is what they did with our Koinda community. Are you serious? This is what it got turned into. This is what y'all leveraged our time and energy into. This right here. This time that we could have been spending educating our people on crypto. We should have all been positioned for the DeFi explosion. We should have all had Uniswap tokens dropped to us like some people did in other groups that continue actually going about the process of educating black people. Now, that being said, I'm being honest here, like this is an honest conversation. Those people were charging too. And again, I'm not against folks charging money. My whole issue with Boyce is kind of the same thing with everybody else charging money. If you're gonna charge $300 a month, which is some cases, some people are charging $500 a month for information. I would rather, again, this is me because I want to help black people. Look, I know how to make money. I don't need to take advantage of other people. But look, instead of you paying me 300 or 500, I would rather show you where to put that 300 or 500 into the market. Because then when you're making money, when 1,000, 10,000 of us are making money, you'll drop me some coin at some point in time as a thank you. I'm not worried about that. And even if you don't, fine, it's okay. My good karma will come back around to me another way. So I'm not ever worried about it like that. But some of y'all want to charge $300 a month, $500 a month for information. Information that truly, if a person really wants it, they can go find it. You know what I'm saying? They can really go track this information down. They can come and work with Top Networkers Group. We'll get you into our Discord and we'll talk with you about crypto. You know what I'm saying? We'll help you understand what you should be understanding about this space. We'll help you with that. Right? Again, that's just how I feel about the thing. People have a right to do what they want to do. But as you can see, this experiment failed. This experiment didn't work out. Ain't nobody liking this stuff. This product's not selling. Nobody's buying it. All right, and mostly it's because it got started with a faulty pretense. Right? Look, I don't want to. Let me see. I actually didn't set up my other screen, so I apologize. I'm about to just leave y'all here with this Screensaver here. No likes again. Just zero likes all up and down this whole entire page. Okay, again, what that's showing you? No engagement. Nobody is following this or paying attention to this. No one's investing in this. Because again, the community was formed around crypto, and then that was again one of the issues I always had with Koinda is there were always so many people who wanted to talk about everything else, and Lamar didn't want to put his foot down. He wanted to say, "Oh yeah, if they want to talk about all this non crypto related stuff, they should be allowed to do it. We shouldn't censor anything." And meanwhile, I'm like, bruh, I'm a businessman. I understand that if your goal is to educate and empower people about economics, you can't allow topics to be about everything because now the focus of the group gets off and the mission cannot be accomplished. But because I stood so strong on that, I ended up becoming an enemy. Now people don't like me because I'm speaking the real. But how did it benefit anybody? See, look, again, I wasn't even against Sunjoin. I supported the effort. I said, man, if y'all are really going to use this for the CJs, and I'm all with it. But that's not what they did. If they would have done that, I wouldn't be making this video right now. If they would have tied it into our currency would be worth something. Again, there would be 30,000 people at least holding something of value right now today. But they let the community down. They let black people down again. Instead of being an example right now of what crypto should be, a lot of us are still searching for groups and still searching for homes where we can help other black people discover. Look, again, I'm not trying to talk bad. I have recently run into a Bitcoin based group. A lot of black folks are in it. But they, same deal. They're not only trying to empower black people, so of course they let everybody in. I'm fine with that. You know, you know, white folks and non-black people have tons of places where they can go to learn about this crypto game. Tons of groups, tons of telegrams, discords where they say hello and they get greeted and welcomed warmly, and people show them, around and all that kind of stuff. And when we go to those same groups, they act like, "What's this Negro doing here? Can I have a real conversation with y'all tonight?" That's one of the reasons again that a black space where we can talk about these things is always important. Saw a meme earlier, and it's just real talk, man. It says something like white people will say something like let's exclude black people. We're gonna do something for us only. And then black people are like, okay, fine, let's go do our own thing for us only. And then white folks be like, well, can we come? Can we be included? And it's just the reality. For some reason, black people are not allowed to have a space to ourselves. We get excluded all the time, but then we are expected to include all the time. And none of this helps us. So again, that's what this whole thing is about. I've talked in earlier episodes about the importance of community. I watched an excellent interview last night. Shout out to the gentleman of crypto. They had Richard Hart on, who kind of got this Hex coin going and everything that they have going. It looks very interesting. I haven't been paying attention to Hex. Definitely planning on updating you all on a few other coins that I've covered in previous episodes as well. But the point I was getting to is I heard King Bless say something that I've been saying for a while, and I said I actually made a whole episode about it. That community sometimes is more important than use case. If you have a strong enough community, use case will emerge, and use cases will emerge because the community is there. To me, the community is more important than the use case. I've said this, I believe it. Some will argue, that's fine. It's okay. We don't all have to agree on these things, but I'm right. Community is why Dogecoin went from 0.003, 0.002, all the way to 70 cents. Right now it's sitting around 30. Community matters. It's very important. Let me bring this up because I want to just kind of get off the screen. I don't want to leave that failed group up on the screen too much longer. But here's that hex coin. I'm kind of my screen is a little tight, so I'm kind of not fitting into the frame right now. But it's in a decent clip. Here's those though. 29 cents right now for those of you that can see the screen. It's amazing. And it's all because of community. Community is so important. And so again, look, we had a community. We had, in fact, one of the strongest communities in crypto for a while, and they just let all that go. It's a shame, really. It's really a shame. Because just like several of these coins that we see here in this top 10, CJs could have really been here as well. Now, as I say that, again, we have to, this is a teachable moment. So what can we learn from these things? Again, look for strong communities in crypto. Cardano has a pretty strong community. There's a lot of people that hate on Cardano, but the Cardano community is extremely strong, and it doesn't really matter what anybody thinks about it. Look at Ripple. A lot of people hate Ripple in crypto. A lot of people hate Ripple. And honestly, I even have gone as far as to say a lot of the Ripple community is a negative in crypto. They're a very combative community. Lately, unfortunately, the Doge community has also become a combative community where they seem like they want to take on everybody else's coin. And there's even a little bit of that with some of these other coins here as well sometimes. And that's really not good for the crypto community at large. So hopefully these coin communities will stop doing that kind of thing. Because again, it shouldn't be about your crypto versus my crypto. It's about crypto versus fiat. And it's funny that this is happening because for years in MLM, I felt the problem was too many people were my MLM versus your MLM, when really it was supposed to be MLM versus corporate America. MLM versus a 9-to-5 job. And so people lose focus of what the actual battle is a lot of times, and that happens especially when you have communities that are not being led. That's something I had to also agree with on Richard Hart, making the point that decentralization, as much as we like what it can do for us, sometimes it also fails because there's no leader, no central group that is steering things. And I mean that's an excellent point. Look, a small group of people can do great things. They can do evil things as well. So what's really missing again in our world at large is just aren't enough good people willing enough to come together and lead and do a good thing. They say evil prospers because the good do nothing, and this is what you see time and time again. This is what we always see. The good are outnumbered for some strange reason, or the good are just not willing to take action. So evil prospers. Evil jumps right into it. Evil will definitely work with other evil, and they'll scam and scheme and fraud and do anything they can, while good just kind of sits back and hopes everything works out. So look, I don't want to talk too much longer. I really said all I came to say. Don't misunderstand me that when I'm ranting about something on this channel, I'm not just angry for no reason or any of that kind of crazy stuff. And I'm not just a hater who's mad for any other silly reason, like maybe y'all think I wish I got in earlier with Sunjoin or something. No, I'm keeping it real with y'all. We had something special. We could have been empowering people like the mission was. Instead, some little side job nonsense went down, and it hasn't even panned out. Okay, but you look at other projects where people are doing what they set out to do. Let me give a real quick shout out to Guap Coin. Guap Coin, y'all. That's a community that unfortunately not enough of us are paying attention to. I'm talking about black people. We're not paying enough attention to guap coin. And because of that reason, again, their coin probably isn't where it could be right now. All right, so I may talk a little bit more about that in my next episode, as well as some updates again on some of the BSC tokens that I spoke about. A lot of those early programs I share with you guys are still awesome deals right now. One or two actually ended up being rug pulls. So I want to talk about that as well. But thank you for tuning in wherever you are, whenever you are, because even though I go live, I'm not necessarily going live for a live audience. I'm just really adding some more content to the channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you for understanding. I really am here to help you. That I don't do this just for me. Again, I'm gonna be okay. I'm fine. I'm investing. Again, I'm running businesses. I'm doing things that I'm called to do, and that includes every now and then making a video that might enlighten someone else along their journey. And again, that's what I hope I've done for you here in this video. Feel free to go back, watch other videos on the channel. Like this video, share with others, subscribe so you can see future content. And again, I'll see you at the top. Thanks for watching.